I'm John King here with ESFI World, and we've got Grubby here. Grubby, how's your time at Columbus been so far?
Hey John, yeah, it's been pretty good so far. Players were well taken care of, and the tournament has run without any problems.
How have you been? How do you feel about your play so far?
Well, yesterday I played the three guys, Ols, Parting, and STC, and while I feel like generally my shape is okay, my decision making was kind of bad. I definitely feel like the first series was important for my momentum, for my spirits, and it was against Ols, and I feel like, yeah, I had a pretty good chance to win, but yeah, of course he's good. I'm also not used to his style. Sometimes he plays very risky, sometimes quite smart, and sometimes quite solid. And I had trouble to divulge exactly which one was the one going on, though I had studied him. Yeah, and then I just kept losing, and sometimes doing good stuff, sometimes not so great. Today I feel like I was playing better. I got a Rain and Alive in my group actually. I think I played decent in game 1 and 2 against Rain, but the main problem was my alertness was below what it should be. Like for example, in the first game, he came in and I was too late with the force fields, and then I just suffered damage against a very standard timing. Game 2 was rather nice. He did a rush, and I drew it out to a very long game and won. And in game 3, made several mistakes leading to me not being able to defend the Hellions, and it was a really rather bad game.
What adjustments do you think you're going to make for your games in the remainder of the day?
Well, I have one more group match against Fanatics Alive. I heard he's good. Oh, did I make an understatement? No need to be scared. The adjustment I'm gonna make is to pretend that the other matches haven't really happened yet, and just going to relax, try to trust my instincts, my reactions, and hopefully just play the best game possibly that I can.
What would you say what result would make you feel like this has been a successful or satisfactory tournament?
Well, no matter what, it won't be as far as the start goes, like the pool. But well, the funny thing is, even last place in group still puts you above the people who battled their way through the open bracket. Yeah, baby. Anyway, it's I don't know if the mic picks it up, but it was a really awkward singer. Yeah, it still puts me above the people who lost once in open bracket, so it's still a privileged position of sorts. So there's no need to try and think too much about what happened in the pool, because as soon as I get in the bracket, it's like elimination wars, and I think I fight well under pressure, and so the tournament is far from over. As for right now, my last pool play match, I think I can still make myself and some people proud if I manage to beat Alive. That would kind of be beating the hardest player in the group while losing to the rest. But I'll just do my best.
How do you feel about MLG's new format and the way that the tournament is structured? Do you feel it makes your job a little bit easier, or are you having trouble with it?
Well, I think they can choose whatever system they like. It's very hard for the open bracket players. It's obviously better for people who are in pool play. I was in pool play, so I should be happy, but then I didn't do so well. So in the end, it's all about how well you perform. And I think right now MLG's system is a lot better than it was 1.5 years ago, like in the last seasons, because it seems you need to, the schedule seems more acceptable, time-wise, and the open bracket, after 4 rounds, you already meet you meet people who were put there due to a good performance at one of the arenas. So it's only really 4 open qualifier bracket matches, and not all of them were very hard, I saw.
Let's step away from MLG for a little bit. At the recent IEM World Championships, Feast had a really good run, and I know you announced that you and him had a sort of mentorship relationship. Could you talk a little bit about how you think your mentorship has played into his success?
Well, I don't think it played any part per se. Of course, I support him. We're good friends. We're Protoss, and everything that passed in between us is really just kind of secret, but in terms of details. But basically, I help him more with his esports management, and we both help each other with the game. So it's not really this has something to do with it. He's just a really talented kid with very hard work, and he's very fast. And yeah, he was ready for IEM completely by himself. I was just there to cheer him from the sidelines. But I'm happy for him. He did so well.
Has he affected your play in any way? Has he helped you at all?
Yeah. I mean, discussing strats.
Okay. I guess balance has obviously always been a topic of discussion, but recently PVT has become kind of the forefront for whether or not Protoss is imbalanced. Could you speak a little bit about your thoughts on the balance of the PVT matchup?
PVT?
Yeah.
I think PVT is, well, besides PvP, I think it's the most balanced matchup. I think PVT is very equal. I feel like the better player nearly always wins. Both races can cheese each other, and both can play macro. Both have extreme forms of macro and safe forms of macro. And I feel like Colossus counter Ghost, Ghost counter High Templar counter Vikings. It's a very nice interplay of things. On the one hand, the late game army of Protoss is very strong against Terran, but on the other hand, they can kill Nexus very fast with just like 4 Marauders. They can get Cloak. They can get a lot of orbitals, scan, kill observers with Vikings, and then use Cloak Ghost. They have nukes. They have drops. And we got massive warp ins. We've got very strong area of effect damage. So personally, I like late game PvT, but I think Terran is also very strong late game. Lots of planetary fortress, orbital. I just feel like the better player with the better multitasking, harassment, and so on wins, and I think it's a very nice matchup.
So what are your goals for 2012?
2012, my goals. Well, I would like to, if possible, go for a bit to Korea to train, but if I keep getting groups like this, it won't be necessary. Just bring the Koreans here. It's very nice. Yeah. And also just do well in tournaments and follow up on some projects that I have running.
Well, you talked a little bit about Koreans coming in. I know that there's been a lot of talk lately about the Brood War players coming over. How do you think that their arrival, them switching over to StarCraft 2, will affect the lay of the land, so to speak?
I don't know. I don't think the current top players have anything to fear, and those that envision themselves at the top, same story. I mean, a broader player field will always make for a stronger playing field, but it's not the same game. So we'll have to wait and see. It would be premature to speculate. Of course, they're very good and dedicated. They've got the training. They've been very good at the game, but I don't think we should all run and hide.
All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
Not much. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I think
okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. It's customary, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, John, for the both of us, thanks for this interview. Thanks to all the people who came to Columbus, who watched at home. I hope to do better games in the future for everyone who wishes to see me do well, and those that don't, no, too bad. I will still do it. And well, thanks to Twitch TV, my partner. You can watch my stream on twitch.tv/followgrubby. Yeah, that's basically it. So thanks everyone.